Wanted to come on here and give a winter arc update, honey. Oh, wait, honey, this tea is good. So I'm here with another winter arc video update. We are going from month 1 to month 2, and I'm gonna be honest, I missed some days. I missed some days of walking. I missed days of my movement. I missed days of reading. I missed a whole week of meal prep. I cook like dinner for the house, but like as far as my actual meal prep separately from the house, I missed a week of that. Can I be honest? This month wasn't perfect. And then as far as strength training, I missed like 2 weeks of strength training, but it's a learning experience. The crazy thing is I still don't feel like I failed. Rest is still productive when you're being intentional about it. So me intentionally, this last 90 days of the year, I'm intentionally wanting to calm and relax my nervous system. That consists of me even trying to be comfortable with being bored, me being comfortable with not having a things to do list. October was human. That is the best way that I can describe. Settling into my new contract, because y'all know I started a new job. I mentioned it in the last video. I'm adjusting to my new routine because this job is further away, so I have to get up earlier to get there. To have my same morning routine, I have to get up there earlier. But I'm not gonna lie, last week, I skipped it. Y'all know I'm like, oh yes, get up at 5 a.m. No, I was getting up, I was setting my alarm clock for 5 a.m. and my body didn't feel like it. So guess what? I didn't go. I'm not forcing my body to do something that is going to cause it more burnout. And when that alarm clock went off, my body said, nope, you still tired, honey. And guess what? I listened to it. Give yourself grace. I'm just like you. I go to work. I do YouTube. I'm a mom. I have a husband. I'm juggling multiple things. But me skipping some days of the habits within the habit tracker, I don't feel it, I'm failing. I don't feel like it was a failure for me. What I feel like is that I'm learning to adjust and to adapt to a new routine and a new schedule. And that comes with the territory. It's a learning experience. I realized something very powerful. You do not have to be perfect to make progress. I like to come on here and speak on my imperfections or what we would consider as imperfections, because that reminds me that I'm human, I'm relatable, I'm not perfect. And growth is not linear. And it's not about showing up perfectly every day. It's about coming back even when you feel like you've fallen off. Instead of forcing myself to keep up with the habit that I'm exhausted for, I listened to my body and I took some days off. Let me ask you something. Would you rather show up for these habits consistently, exhausted and burnt out? Or would you allow yourself to take some days off and then you could come back to it feeling refreshed, restored, and rejuvenated? I'm gonna choose option 2 every time. I've been there and done that with option 1. That is a learning experience that I had to learn from. Because ultimately, I'm playing a long game. I'm playing a long game, and the long game for me doesn't consist of burnout. At first, initially, I felt guilty because I don't feel like I'm only showing up for these habits for myself. I also feel like I'm showing up for these habits for the community. You know what I'm saying? We all doing this challenge together, and I want to hold myself accountable for you all. But I had to realize, like, yo, again, you're only human. My body said, Dericka, you've been pouring out energy everywhere else. So guess what? It's time for you to listen to yourself. Side note, y'all like my couch? I love, this is such a fall couch. It's such a fall. Y'all already know we threw our old couch out. We renovated. We did some renovations, little updates in our house. So it's just so cozy in here. I love it. Sometimes discipline looks like rest. And that is one thing that I definitely feel like I learned for the month of October. I wanted to be intentional about calming my nervous system. And I did go to a couple spa dates, honey. I went to the head spa last week. And then I got a Korean body scrub a couple weeks ago. And I already booked my next spa session because I want to pamper and treat myself. However, being okay with missing walks, being okay with missing the gym, being okay if I miss a week of meal prep, being okay with skipping a session of meditation, like just being okay with that. Like I'm not any less disciplined and I'm not any less consistent by missing some days. Now, as far as reading, this week I did not read. And it's not because I didn't have time to read. It's because I noticed that I am consumer. My brain is always looking for the next best thing. And me noticing that made me want to kind of reel it in. And like, I want to read and actually absorb what it is that I'm reading. Not me trying to skip from book to book to book to book to book just for the sake of wanting to get as much as I possibly can these last 3 months. I don't want to just read. I want to learn and I want to apply. So I'm like, okay, let me take a little second from picking back up. My next book, I think I'm reading The Compound Effect. I think that's the name of it. The last book I just read was Be Your Future Self Now. I told myself, the sun is coming out. I told myself that I'm not moving to my next book until I complete a journal prompt. 6 months, me dating for 6 months in advance, 12 months in advance, and 5 years in advance. I actually dated my journal prompt for those dates and I wrote out what my days look like. So my brain is always looking for the next best thing. And the one thing that I want to practice and to be intentional about is allowing myself to be bored. I don't need to always be seeking the next thing to learn or seeking some knowledge in some way, shape, or form, because what that does, it overcrowds my brain. And I need to actually process what it is that I'm reading. So with that being said, your girl is taking a little bit of a break from reading. I did the journal prompt. I'm excited about it because, it's one thing to be grateful for the things that you have. It's another thing to be grateful for what you're currently calling in. And it's really another thing to be grateful for what you're currently calling in and to actually see and feel it. And then to align with that version of you. I'm learning that stillness is a form of strength. And it's uncomfortable at first, but once you stop running from boredom, then you start to be still enough to hear what you actually need to hear. And the things that we ask for, you can't receive clarity if you never slow down to listen. But back to the journal entry. I really enjoyed this exercise and I really, really enjoyed the book, Be Your Future Self Now. And it was really nice imagining, right? Because I was imagining. Speaking to my future self, the version of me who already has what I'm currently working towards. I wrote about what I'm calling in. I wrote about what I am working towards. And to be honest with you, it gave me like a sense of clarity. It gave me a sense of grounding. And really, I'm not trying to be extra when I'm saying this, is that it eliminated a lot of anxiety and being okay with having a direction and an idea of what direction it is that I want to go into. Again, I love filming this because I can look back on this at any time and be like, Dericka, like you did it. But I'm very excited for the future, but it made me more excited for the future versus me living in the situation that I'm in right now and not fully being okay with it. I'm grateful for everything that I have, but there are things that I want that are changed. Like I spoke about this in my last winter arc video, how I just want to be a mom. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's certain things that I could do now, like that vision that I have of myself. There are certain things that I started to incorporate in that vision now. One of them is like while I'm cooking in the kitchen, I want the kids in the kitchen with me. We in there dancing, listening to Marvin Gaye. Me and my baby was dancing to the Isley Brothers. You don't know nothing about the Isley Brothers, baby. That little boy got some soul, honey, okay? So we was in there dancing to the Isley Brothers the other day. Just little things like that, like just being present with my kids. Like I love that. And it's like, these are some things that I can start to incorporate even with having a busy schedule. Just slowing down, stopping, and being present with my kids, taking them to different places. Like my daughter, we had a date day. It wasn't a full date day because she had school that day, but after school, picked her up. We went and got smoothies, like just little stuff like that where I'm able to just pour into each individual person versus it always being like a family thing. But more so recently, we painted pumpkins as a family. Just being a family oriented, like I'm corny like that. I would have never knew that I was gonna be that mom, but I am her. She is me. I love playing with my inner child and I love being able to do that through my kids. So playing outside is real. Me and my son go on walks outside, we race. We be racing. He can't see me, in real life he can't see me because I'm big. He's tiny compared to me. He's a big boy, but he's tiny compared to me. But we be racing outside, just things that I want to call in that I can actually start to incorporate now. I don't have to wait until I have this job. I don't have to wait until I'm remote to start to incorporate some of these things. Sometimes we do that though. We be waiting until we achieve this goal to start to be a certain way. And like in reality, you can start to be that way whenever. It's crazy because the vision that I have for myself when I meditate, I am fully dressed at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've already worked out. I've already did all of my morning routine and I'm fully dressed. I mean, heels on and everything, dropping the kids off at school and daycare, or it's probably school for both of them because this is a future vision for me. And I'm in a different house. I don't live here anymore. I live in a completely different house. You can start to adapt some of the behavior patterns of the version of yourself that you want to be in the future. Food for thought. And instead of obsessing over what I haven't done, I connected with who I'm becoming. I don't want my tea to get cold. Even though I missed some workouts, I still had huge wins this month. Oh, and then also stay until the end if you want to see my meal prep for this week. I made some chili. So stay until the end, I'm gonna show that. I've been very consistent with meditation. I've been very consistent with journaling, clearing my thoughts. Let me tell you what clearing my thoughts has done for me. Now I'm flexible. If things don't go according to plan, that's fine, but I'm at least going to structure it. I'm at least going to plan it out down to the grocery list, what meals it is I plan on cooking that week, what my meal prep is, what my days look like, what 3 things it is that I want to prioritize that day. I'm structuring all of it. And guess what it has done for me? It has eliminated decision fatigue. I realized that I spend a lot of time thinking about what it is that I need to do. And I get mentally exhausted. Mental exhaustion is very different than physical body exhaustion. Mental exhaustion to me is worse because at the end of the day, it's been multiple times where I would just pass out on the couch. Like I have absolutely no energy left. So it has helped eliminate mental exhaustion. It has helped eliminate racing thoughts. It has helped eliminate anxiety, all of that, just from me planning my weeks out. I think this is something that I'm going to incorporate past the winter arc, is planning my weeks out, scheduling. Like do you see me? I'm chilling. I don't have anything to complain about. I don't have anything to worry about because it's already mapped out. Budgeting, finances, all of it. Everything's mapped out. Just take one day to plan it all out and then boom, you just go according to that day. Like once that day comes, you just do what's on the list and voila, there you go. No procrastination, none of that. You just do what's on the list. Feeling anxious, especially being a parent. And then that bleeds into me being irritable. It bleeds into me feeling like when I go to my actual physical job that I didn't do enough YouTube work, like it just bleeds into other areas of my life. And I have been very balanced lately, and I'm so grateful for it. Planning my weeks out and not just my days has helped a lot. Before I will write out like 20 different tasks. And it went from me writing out 20 things to 3 things and prioritizing and focusing on 3 things and giving quality to 3 things versus me trying to do a million things in one day and just stretching myself so thin. This has helped a lot. Like even when I cook dinner, usually by the time I would get to dinner, before when I had that long things to do list, by the time I would get to dinner, honey, I would be exhausted before even cooking. Cooking would just take me over the edge. But guess what? Now I don't feel that way at all. Yesterday I cooked and I still had energy. And let me tell y'all something about daylight savings. I never, ever liked daylight savings. This is the first year that I feel like my body naturally winds down. I don't have to force an evening routine. My body is doing it for me. My sleep has been amazing. It has been so good. And my husband's been talking about how great his sleep has been too. So I'm usually not a fan of daylight savings, but baby, I'm loving it right now because my sleep is great. So before you pile on 1,000,001 things on your things to do list, and I know we can't always help it, right? Just give yourself at least maybe some days where your list is minimum. Or maybe nothing at all. Because I'm gonna tell, like even right now, I need to do laundry. But then I'm thinking like, okay, I work tomorrow, I work the day after tomorrow. Do we have outfits for the next 2 days? Yeah, yes. Okay, so then I can wash over the weekend when I'm off for 4 days in a row. So like even right now, like I'm sitting here talking to you and I can be washing my clothes, but I'm like, no, I'm learning to tell myself no. I'm learning to tell my mind no when it starts picking up, telling me these little intrusive thoughts that I'll have about how you can be doing more and how you can be doing this and how you can be no. So a few of my biggest lessons that I learned for this month. The first one is missing days does not mean that you lack discipline and that you are inconsistent. And a lot of people have a misperception of what consistency looks like and what consistency is. This is consistency. Missing days here and there, that's consistency. Missing a couple days is not, that doesn't, oh gosh, the sun is coming back again. I can't see you. Those skipped walks did not derail me. Those skipped strength training sessions did not, I don't feel like I'm lacking progress because I skipped a couple weeks of strength training. I actually plan on going back next week. I was gonna go today and I told myself no. I'm like, nah, today gonna be a chill day. I'm just going for a walk. And that's what I did and I enjoyed it heavily. Okay, I enjoyed it. But me skipping a couple weeks of strength training, I don't look at myself any less of a strength trainer. And I'm telling you, it's okay to pause. It's okay to take breaks. If you feeling burnt out, you feel like you got too much on your plate, it's okay to take breaks and then come back to it when you feel like you have the energy to do it. It's not that deep. And I know we want to make it that deep because as long as you're alive, you have another opportunity to show up for your goals. And that's just what it is. I'm real big on extended grace. And as you can see, because I've been on the opposite side of it where I was very hard on myself, like extremely hard to the point where I was punishing my body. And like, I also realized that I don't have to do a whole lot to accomplish my goals. Like even when it comes to maintaining my body weight, because I'm in a maintenance phase, I'm not trying to lose weight. I know how important consistency is, but I know that every day of consistency looks different. And that depends on how you feel. And as women, especially women over 30, we have to be very mindful of how much we're causing our bodies to stress. Now, when I say stress, a lot of people think about mental stress. Like you can cause your body physical stress by not eating enough calories, by not eating enough food. You can cause your body physical stress by over-exercising, doing too much for your body. We're in month 2 of the Winter Art Challenge because as you are watching this video, I don't know what day it's gonna come out, but it's gonna be out in November. We're in November. We've already been consistent for 30 days. Can y'all believe it? The sun just came back out. That alone shows growth. But my biggest takeaway from month 1 is be okay with sitting with yourself. Be okay with doing absolutely nothing. And that I am essentially playing the long game. If I have to choose between burning out to prove something or resting so that I can come back stronger, I'm choosing rest. Now I want to hear from you, hey. First question is, what's the biggest lesson that you learned from month 1 of the Winter Art Challenge? Have you noticed any areas where you've gotten stronger through discipline? And lastly, what did you struggle with most? Be honest. I'm telling you all my struggles, so I got one more question. And maybe most importantly, what old identity or pattern that you are ready to release as you step into the next version of yourself? And that is what the Winter Art Challenge is about.
I'm not gonna lie. I typically do not use canned foods, like almost never. But one of my health girlies has said that she made some chili, so I decided to make some chili as well. Using some ground turkey, you already know. I'm cutting up some onions. So then I opened up all of the beans. I did black beans and dark kidney beans, and I'm going to just strain them and also rinse them out. Like it comes with stuff inside of the can, so I wanted to clean the beans. Going to saute my vegetables with some good old avocado oil. I use the Dutch oven to cook. As y'all know, that is my go-to when it comes to soups, and I almost put this chili recipe in a crock pot, and I was like, no, Dericka, use the Dutch oven. And I'm happy I did because it turned out amazing. It turned out so good that I decided to make this again for another week as a meal prep. So as you see, I added in the meat, and now I'm about to allow that to cook. Then I'm going to season my meat. season your meat, season it however you like, but I use pink Himalayan salt, pepper, and then like these blends that I get from the grocery store. So after that cook all the way through, I'm going to add my beans. So here I'm about to add the tomato paste, the tomato sauce, the canned diced tomatoes. And then topping it off with some good old beef broth. And again, this combination was so good. I am going to make it again next week. And I'm seasoning the chili again because if I ain't sneezing, baby, then it ain't seasoned. So some of the season that I use is smoked paprika that's like specific to chili. And then I also added some dark chili powder. And I don't have a recipe because I just cook. Now I'll be coming in to stir this periodically, but put that lid on and oh, we just took it off. Look how thick it is. Like it looks so soupy at first, but the chili actually ended up pretty thick. And then you're about to see what it ended up looking like in the end. Oh, look at that. That is what the chili ended up turning into.
Month 2, let's go deeper. I'm going to see y'all again soon.